What's up, Spasmatics? My name is Flip, and this is gonna be my very first game review, which means it's probably gonna suck. And this is gonna be on a game that's, it's kinda old now, it's been a couple of months, and I'm pretty sure there's been a billion reviews on it, but I have to give my own opinion on it, and this is what I told myself I was gonna do. I was gonna do some Let's Plays, and then I'm gonna give my honest opinion about it via reviews. And that game is Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. Also known as... Actually, it doesn't have another name, that's just what it's called, so... 8.5 out of 10. See you later! Okay, it's not that quick of a review. That is my honest rating on the game. And you're probably wondering why I gave the rating right off the bat. Because I want to do something a little different. I want to give my rating on the game, and then I want to give the FOP. The FOP? What does that mean? The top 5 reasons why I gave it that score. And I'm gonna call it my review and top 5 reasons why I like or dislike a game. Or RAT5.
Ew, rats. Gross.
So, you already know the rating of the game. Now, here are the top 5 reasons why.
Number 5. Voice acting. The voice acting in this game is fantastic.
This is beautiful. Where did you find it?
I still have a few friends left in Gondor.
Here, we are graced with the talent of many artists, including Troy Baker, who has done the voice of countless video game characters. And in this game, he portrays our main protagonist, Talion. Also, you may notice the voice of John DiMaggio, which shows just how flexible these artists are, genre to genre. I mean, can you imagine Jake the dog saying this?
Bring me the head of this grave walker.
Claim the head yourself.
They capture the sound and dialogue of the Peter Jackson films perfectly. I'm not entirely sure if that's the direction they're going for, but come on. They at least took some inspiration from the movies.
Baggins loses, we eats it whole.
Now, the style of dialogue, it's sort of a very gritty take on the fantasy genre, which to me makes it more mature and realistic in a lot of ways. Which is badass. It's kind of like a I can shank you at any moment, mixed in with the sort of a sad emotion of knowing that their family pet was recently deceased. Anyhoozle, the voice acting is great, but I wish there were more characters to interact with. It sort of feels a little barren, and I feel a little lonely. They did an awesome job with what they had to work with, and it really helps you immerse with the atmosphere. Which brings me to my next point, number 4, atmosphere. The atmosphere. Don't even get me started. Actually, I should probably talk about it, because, you know. When you traverse the land of Mordor, you're introduced to a dark, ashy land. Though it's not quite as twisted and dark as what you would see in the Lord of the Rings film series. But that's probably because this takes place before that series. You even get to see a lush green environment at a later point in the game. It's almost refreshing. Now, I know this game is called Shadow of Mordor, but it would have been cool to explore other regions of Middle-earth. I mentioned that it would be nice to interact with more characters in my last point. Imagine if there are human towns to pick up quests from, or dwarven cave civilizations to drink.
Malt beer.
Or how about an elven enchanted forest to get lost in? But hey, they wanted this to be set solely in Mordor, and they couldn't have done a better job in that sense. It's gorgeous. And Mordor in this state is quite diverse. But like I said, this game is set in a significant point in the Middle-earth storyline. Number 3. The story. Hey, let me tell you a little quick story about this guy. His name was Boragorn, and his family's death And then this creepy guy walks up, and then there's death too. But then the elf, Carabimbo, is just like, no, you're forbidden, so...
You are banished from death.
You just wake up, and then he's like, oh, he's mad, so he just commits the revenge. All the revenge, and then he helps. So...
What a story, Mark.
Okay, you may already know this, but Shadow of Mordor's storyline takes place between The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. You'll find that the Middle-earth series always involves the ring. Although for the beginning portion of this game, you don't hear any mention of the ring. But eventually, you know what makes its way back to the storyline.
Queen will be pleased to see you.
The ring. Celebrimbor, the ghostly elf that aids you through your journey, is actually the famous blacksmith who forged all the rings of power. There's a fantastic video done by CGP Grey called The One Ring Explained. Watch it. Okay? Just... I don't know how to transition to this next one, so... Number 2! The combat system. What do you want me to say? Have you seen the gameplay? The fighting system in this game is superb. It has a very similar free-flowing combat system as the Batman Arkham games, and it works well for Shadow of Mordor. You have 3 weapons, a bunch of abilities. The combat animation is addicting to watch and even more enjoyable to play. There isn't much more to say about it. It's sweet. And it makes you want to keep playing the game, even at the end of your journey. With that being said, number 1, replayability. Like I said, the gameplay is addicting, and with a solid storyline, you have to ask yourself, why not do it again? There are plenty of side missions, although they seem more like challenges, but it keeps you engaged for hours. This is one of those games in which you want to attempt to get 100% completion. Let's say you beat the game and you move on to a different one. Well, a day or so down the road, you will be drawn to go back to Middle-earth and defeat the Scourge of Mordor. All in all, it was a very enjoyable game, but it still leaves something to be desired. It's a great game as a standalone, but I can see it being an even better foundation for a game series. I mean, imagine if there's an open-world sandbox game set in all of Middle-earth, filled with side quests galore. I have to say, this was the best game involving the Middle-earth mythos. I think the last one I liked was Return of the King on GameCube. And all the other ones, I was really excited to play them, but I was sorely disappointed shortly after. And I didn't recommend it to my friends, because if they played it, they would beg for death before the end. Thanks, Boromir, but I could have said it myself. Anyway, Middle-earth: The Shadow of Mordor is a great game, and I would recommend it to all the... Hold on.
So, those are the top 5 reasons why I think that this is a good game. It's maybe not game of the year, but it's a solid play. It might even be more solider. There was another point I wanted to make. I forgot what it was. Let me check my notes real quick.
Oh no.
Forgive me. Anyway, this is my first review, and I have no idea how it's gonna turn out. But I had a lot of fun making it, I can tell you that right now. It was a kind of a tedious process. It may not be very good, but I'm still learning. What you have to realize, there's a lot of things that go into it. It may not seem like it, but I gotta tell you, I had a lot of fun making it. It was a blast. And more importantly, I hope that you enjoyed watching it. With that being said, since we're done watching the review, we might as well go hunt some orc.
Thanks for watching my videos, precious. I really appreciate
Shit! Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Also, if you wanted to, please share, leave a like, and subscribe. It really helps out a lot. Stay spazzy, and I'll catch you on the flip side.